Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the match reaction for Panathinaikos 1, Chelsea 4. First things first, guys, make sure you smash the like, subscribe if you're new around here, all of that good stuff. And as always, leave your thoughts in the comments. And people, it's 2 wins from 2 in the Conference League, 4 goals in Greece. Felix cooking, Mudryk cooking, and Nkunku from the penalty spot. Pretty much a perfect evening. The only downer on it was that we didn't keep a clean sheet and gave up a sloppy goal. But other than that, it was a really promising performance. You know, Conference League aside, that was impressive from us. You know, we controlled the game. And we made it very difficult for Panathinaikos. Yes, you know, we could have found ourselves 1 down very early on. Set piece whipped in, good header and a brilliant save from Filip Jorgensen, which would have been a really bad start for us. But then we grew into the game, and you know, the class told that the quality in the final third really shone through. And you know, from the Liverpool game, this was again another good performance. We were able a luxury to be able to make 11 changes to the team. Jorgensen in goal. Then we had Cucurella at left back, Disasi right back, Vega and Badiashile in the middle, Enzo playing deep, Dewsbury Hall in there, and Felix, Neto, Mudryk, and Christopher Nkunku. I tell you what, it's not bad. It's not a bad position to be in, is it? You know, who said there was no plan to the squad building? Who said there was no plan? Funny that now. Now it looks like it's a very, very good plan, to say the least. But yeah, you know, really important night for a lot of players. Delighted for Mudryk. Mudryk high, you know, can rise, you know, invest in those stocks. We are coming. He was brilliant tonight, you know, 2 goals and assist. 2 assists, a goal. Combined really well with Felix for the opening goal. You know, a nice little give and go there. Felix does really well to win the header to knock it to Mudryk. This comes from a great crossfield ball from Dewsbury Hall, and then Mudryk and Felix combine nicely, and Felix finishes it off. And then obviously the third goal's deflected. Mudryk to Felix, deflected shot. Mudryk, brave header, arriving at the back post from a nice Neto cross. And then obviously we had the Nkunku header as well. And it was an important night for a lot of players, but particularly players like Felix and Mudryk. You know, I've been very critical of Joao Felix. I wasn't particularly pleased with the signing in the summer. Just thought it wasn't really necessary. I get it. He's a talented boy. You know, he's pleasing to watch on the eye, but there's a complete lack of end product. There's been a reason why he's not been getting that much of a look in the Premier League, and it's because he's not affecting games enough. It's because he's not having enough of an impact. Well, tonight he definitely stepped up. Tonight he delivered, and tonight he put in probably his best performance in a Chelsea shirt so far. He was everywhere. He was involved in everything. You know, he was linking play. He was on the end of things. Good finishes in the right areas. And that's what you want to see more of from Joao Felix. His problem is, though, is he's not going to play ahead of Cole Palmer. So despite making the most of his opportunity tonight, he will find himself firmly back on the bench for the game against Newcastle on Sunday. But all you can do is make the most of your opportunities, and he did that. Look, I'm pleased for him. I want to be proven wrong. I want him to do well, and I want him to prove me wrong, and for me to change my mind on him. And we're going to need to see a lot more of performances like that. And, you know, in the minutes that he is given and the opportunities that he is given, you know, he's got to make the most of them, whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's 10 minutes, or whether it's, you know, 90 minutes like he had in the Conference League tonight. You've got to make the most of them. And that was a step in the right direction for Felix. And if he gets on at the weekend, then he needs to go and do the exact same thing again. So, yeah, you know, that was good from him. And I think, you know, we've got to be really, really happy for Mykhailo Mudryk. You know, it's been difficult for him, but having missed out on the squad on the squad for the Liverpool game, which I thought was a bit of a harsh decision, didn't agree with it. He was back in the starting lineup, and he had his best performance of the season. You know, that's now 3 assists in the Conference League. He's leading the way in that competition for assists, and it continues his very good form over his last few appearances, not just for Ukraine, but for Chelsea as well. You can tell he's a confidence player, but you know, him celebrating with Maresca after his goal, Maresca was really pleased with him. You know, he said that Mudryk's learning process is a little bit slower than some of the other guys in the wide areas, but he is improving. And again, he made the most of his opportunity, and it's great to see Mudryk getting on the score sheet. He was really, really promising. Really pleased with what I saw from him. And to be perfectly honest, he is knocking on the door of a start right now. He's absolutely knocking on the door of a start right now in the Premier League. You know, he really isn't that far away. And this was a really, really important performance from him. And he's a top player, and I want all players to succeed at Chelsea, but I've never wanted someone to succeed more than Mudryk, and that was the most complete Chelsea performance we've seen from him. You know, he did everything. He completed all of it. 100% pass accuracy. He completed all 17 of his passes. He created 3 chances, and he grabbed himself 2 assists and a goal. And you know, if he can keep doing this, there really is a top player on our hands. And he's now got 5 assists and a goal for the season in all competitions. He was man of the match tonight. And we need to see more of that. And this is why coaching is so important. You know, it's so important. You know, Mudryk was struggling last season because whenever he showed positive signs, he was dropped by Pochettino. And now under Maresca, guys, he looks a completely different player. You know, he's being coached properly. Maresca's using him well, and we're seeing the clear improvements here. You know, Mudryk was never as bad as what people were saying. And it's now, you know, you've got a good coach in Maresca who's helping him build his confidence and is, you know, really helping him develop as a player. And I think Mudryk can appreciate that, you know, by the fact that, you know, he went and celebrated with Maresca after the goal. So it's a real big plus for him. But again, just real positives on the night that, you know, you make 11 changes and the build-up plays the same. You put in an impressive performance. And that is the sign of a really well-coached team. Well-coached, well-drilled. Everyone knows their job. You know, the players, no matter who the personnel are, you know, everyone comes into the team. They know the system and they know their job and they deliver. And this was another very good performance from us. Forget that it's the Conference League. You're going away from home in Europe. It's difficult. You know, these, particularly in Greece, you know, these places are tough to go to, can be intimidating atmospheres. And we dealt with the occasion really well. And a big positive. You know, another one of those was Renato Vega. I thought he was really exceptional at centre-back, you know, showing his versatility. Enzo Fernandez played well going from playing from deep as well. I think he'll probably find himself on the bench, but that's on Sunday. But that's where you want to see Enzo playing. That is where you want to see him playing. But whether he's going to play there on Sunday, I don't know. But look, this was good. We've got to take it for what it is. It was good. It was really good tonight. And that's all you can ask for. You can only beat what's in front of you. But you know, it was brilliant. Cucurella was good. Vega, as I said, it was good. It was good for everyone. It was good for everyone. You know, I don't think anyone had a particularly bad game. Players got minutes that needed them, and players reminded the manager of the quality that they have, and you know, gave him some food for thought. And that's all you can do. That's all you can do. It's as simple as that. And yeah, this bodes really well for Sunday because the likes of Jackson, Caicedo, James, Gusto, you know, Cucurella is probably the only one of these players that will start on Sunday, and he was the only one that played. So you're going to have a completely fresh team virtually for the game, which is a massive plus. And yeah, you know, fair play to Maresca, fair play to the boys. We did a brilliant job, and we move on to the next one. We've got we've obviously got what Noah next in the Noah next in the cup, in the Conference League, should be able to win that. Then you've got Shamrock Rovers, we've got Heidenheim, we've got Astana, Astana in Kazakhstan. So yeah, you know, we should really win the next couple, and that's the job done. So in terms of getting through to the knockout rounds. So yeah, we did all we could do. We did all we could do. And that was that. So I'm really pleased. Positive steps in the right direction again for the boys. Building momentum. As I said, the only downer was the goal we conceded, and it was a really poor goal to concede as well. It was so sloppy. And Maresca said in the build-up to the game that, you know, we weren't conceding sloppy goals. He didn't think we were conceding sloppy goals this season. Well, unfortunately, we did just concede another sloppy goal. But it is what it is. We should have absolutely closed them down, and it does tarnish what should have been a good clean sheet. But it is what it is at the end of the day. You can't have it all, and this was good. This was a step in the right direction, and the confidence is really building in the squad. Everyone understands what their job is. Everyone, is getting minutes that deserves them. And the players that are coming in, even though they're not playing much, Maresca's keeping them happy. They're doing a job when they come in. And that is the sign of good coaching. And that is a sign of a well-drilled side, which is exactly what we are at the moment. But we need to follow up with a win on Sunday. That's exactly what we've got to be doing. Wins, wins, wins. That's what we've got to be getting. And it's looking like we are going to get those. So that's all we can do. That's all we can do. And Mudryk and Felix running riot, attackers in good form, confidence flowing through the team. We've dreamed of times like this. This is exactly what we want. Exactly what we want, and it's what we're getting at the moment. And the Conference League, we don't want to be in it, but it's a really good competition for us to have this season, for this young squad to share the minutes around, to build people's confidence up. So yeah, delighted with the performance, delighted with everyone tonight. Tyreek George getting minutes as well. He was positive, a really good cameo from him. The youngster coming on, showing some promising signs. We even got some minutes for the elusive Mark Guiu. Carney Chukwuemeka even played as well. So yeah, positive night all round. Job done. 3 points in the bag. On the plane back to London, and we move on to the next one against Newcastle, which is another must-win game at Stamford Bridge. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on the game. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like, subscribe if you're new around here, all that good stuff. And we'll catch you again in another one soon. Up the Chelsea, and peace out.